Hello everyone, my name is Reagan. Thank you for joining me and welcome to Lefty Crochet. Today I'll be showing you how to make this little cute Santa hat. It is simple, about 20 minutes to make it, and really easy and cute to do. So let's get started. All you will need is a 3.5mm hook, some scissors, a stitch marker, and a sewing needle. And of course your yarn. You can choose any colors you want. The thicker the yarn, the bigger it'll be. If I used smaller yarn, this would have been a lot smaller, but I chose to use this bigger. So let's get started. We're going to start with the top of the hat. You make a magic circle, and then crochet 4 into that magic circle. And then you want to pull your circle tight. For round 2, you're going to work into your first stitch that you made and make 1 single crochet. And then work into the next stitch, another single crochet. The next one, another single crochet. In the last stitch, another single crochet. So we just made 4 in the magic circle and then 4 on top of that. Make sure that you don't want to let your work turn inside out. Try to flip it the best you can. With thicker yarn, it's kind of harder to do that. Okay, I got my piece flipped back the right way. For round 3, we're going to start with 1 increase in the first stitch. You can start adding your stitch marker here if you'd like. In the next stitch, do 1 single crochet. And then 1 increase. And in the last stitch, do 1 more single crochet. At the end of round 3, you will have 6 stitches all the way around. For row 4, we're going to start with 1 increase. And then 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. And then an increase. Single crochet and a single crochet. Now at the end of this round, we'll have 8 stitches. For round 5, 1 increase. Three single crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1 increase. 3 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. At the end of this round, you have 10 stitches all the way around. And then now, On row 6, we start with 1 increase, do 4 single crochets, another increase, and then 4 single crochets for a total of 12 stitches. For row 7, you'll start with 1 increase, do 5 single crochets, 1 increase, and 5 more single crochets for a total of 14 stitches all the way around. For round 8, you'll do 1 increase, 6 single crochets, 1 increase, and 6 more single crochets for a total of 16 stitches all the way around. For round 9, 1 increase, 7 single crochets, 1 increase, and 7 more single crochets for a total of 18 stitches all the way around. For row 11 is 1 increase, 9 single crochets, 1 increase, and 9 more single crochets for 22 stitches all the way around. For row 12, 1 increase, 10 single crochets, 1 increase, and 10 more single crochets for a total of 24 stitches all the way around. At the end of row 12, we're going to be changing collar. So this was my last stitch, and this is my first stitch into the next row. We're going to go in, chain over and pull up a loop. Don't finish it. Grab your other collar and pull that through instead to switch it. And then just continue going with your next collar. You can cut off this previous one and weave it in later. Now for this round 13, after we've changed our collar, we are going to do 24 single crochets all the way around. For row 14, we're going to start off with 1 increase in our first change collar stitch we made. And then we are going to do 11 single crochets. After you do 11, we're going to do 1 increase. And then 11 more single crochets. After you make it back around, for round 15, we'll do 1 increase. And then 12 single crochets. After the 12, do 1 increase. And then 12 more single crochets. There's going to be one more round. You're just going to do 28 single crochets around, and that'll be our last row. After you do the 28 single crochets, you'll just slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, and you can go ahead and cut your yarn and fasten it off. So we will flip this white part over this red part, so this underside will be our top part sticking out. So you're going to want to thread this end piece onto this side so it doesn't show on the back side. After you sew in your ends, you can go ahead and flip your white up over your red. You can leave your Santa hat like this if you want, or you can add the little white puffball to the top. I'll show you how to make the little white puffball now, or you can just buy one from the store if you don't want to make one. So I'll take my white yarn. You're going to want to leave a good end to the tail so you can tie it in. And then you're just going to wrap it around about 2 fingers quite a few times. Enough to where it'll give you a good fuzzy ball. And then you want to match your other end up and you can cut it. Take it off your finger. You should have one on the top and then your center one. You're going to take your center one and wrap it over and then try to slip it under what you just wrapped like this and pull it tight. Try to keep it centered though. Pull it tight as you can. And then you want to knot these two together. Make sure you get it really tight. I like to double knot mine just for a good secure fasten. After you got it all nice and knotted, you'll take your scissors and you'll cut all the loops. Just cut them straight in half. You'll cut them on both sides. After you've cut all the loops, you want to go ahead and fluff them up and spread them out the best you can. Go ahead and hold on to your tails. Try to fluff them upwards. You can leave your puff bowl like this if you want, kind of just like all frilly and loose, and put it on your hat. Or you can shape it like this one to make it more uniform. To shape it, all you do is take your scissors and just cut it to the shape that you want. After you get it to the shape and size you'd want, you're going to thread in one of your ends and stick it through the top of your Santa hat and pull it through. And then you want to thread the other end. And don't put this one through the same hole. You're going to put it through a different hole. Make sure to pull them tight. Then you're gonna fold up your Santa hat the best you can. Just fold it inside out. And you're just gonna tie your strings in a knot to secure it. And then you can cut off your ends. And there you go. Now you have a little small cute Santa hat. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. Thank you guys for joining me. Bye bye.